Hey Spuddies, and welcome to Let's Play Civilization 6. I'm Potato McWhiskey and we're playing a cultural Russia game, which is pretty interesting. We're playing with the Chaos Quick UI Civilization 6 Improvements patch and the Yet Not Another Maps pack, which a link to all of those mods will be in the description of the video. Now, kind of has been a little bit of time since I last played, so my memory is probably weak. Ooh, +1 population. Not amazing, but not worthless. I think we are in the process of chopping pretty much every ounce of rainforest out of here. At least that's the plan. And I think that's going to be the end of the turn. I really should get into the habit of going through these, but I've kind of stopped. It's something that I should do to improve my game. I should go through the alerts, but I kind of just don't ignore. I kind of just ignore them and play on. We have a lot of gold income. That's really good. We got really lucky with this start. Actually, all this gold has been pretty useful for us to do well. I think we will send this to Mycenae as well, because we want the gold, the culture, and the science to keep from falling too far behind. We have another great rider, and that's going to be sent over to there, Moscow. We are working on our way up to exploration. We do have art museums, so it's probably a good time to faith buy one of those. Let's see, how far away? So one more turn and we'll be able to faith buy an art museum. That's good. How far are we from getting another artist, though? We're quite a little bit of time away. Could we, in fact, pull off a theater square festival? And we might just do that, so let's do that. We have Voronezh here. They have a market. They have quite a bit of stuff going on here. It might even be worth it to purchase something. A theater square would be good. We could use a campus or two in our empire. And in fact, I think we will do that. We'll grab a campus here because we are a little bit light on science, and that's going to be a problem if we fall too far behind in that area. I think it would be a good idea to get a processing mill here, but you also need terrace housing. In fact, I think I'll go for terrace housing because you need the housing and amenities. It'll just increase your quality as a city, and we'll set you on auto explore. We will harvest this and then drop a mine on it. You're lacking for good tiles, so I think it's time to swap, maybe. See if you can't steal. I think you deserve maybe a plantation or two. Just to help you out and grow you a little bit quicker, get you some power. Yeah, I think doing a little bit of swapping around is fair. Because these cities still have good tiles to work. This city still has great tiles to work. Yeah, I don't feel too bad about that. We are going to need a lot of builders though. In fact, I think it's also worth it to consider just throwing some builder charges into these districts, because that'll shave a turn off some of these, you know. And I'll even do it over there for fun. Now you should get this pasture online. That would be a good one. You scoot your way over there. These guys are kind of following each other around developing the land. Great artist. We should be able to purchase now, right? Let me have a look. No, one. Oh, it's still the same turn. Whoops. We have a great musician, and you'll be moving over to St. Petersburg because there will be one great work slot there. You'll chop that. Now it's probably a good time to start dropping some farms, because we are about to get feudalism, right? Where is it? We already have feudalism, so yeah, we can drop a triangle of farms over here and it'll be pretty good. Now the question is, do we go to Barcelona? I think we go to Seville. It's a longer trade route, but it does have some advantages. Because it has +3, has the +1 faith on it, so we'll do that. I really want to plug in the extra gold from trade routes because I'm not focusing on it, but I'm working on it. We have a lot of gold. It might be worth it to spend that in some of these kind of newer cities. Like Yaroslav could maybe use a granary. I could purchase a granary here, and maybe even a processing mill to help it out and get it kick-started on a little bit of production. I think that would actually super speed up this. So let's purchase a granary and a processing mill, and that'll get this city going a little bit quicker. I think I would like to purchase terrace housing, but I don't quite have enough. Here though in St. Petersburg, probably a good idea to purchase the art museum, because that's going to give us +2 culture, +1 citizen slot, great writer points, great artist points, and 3 slots of great works of art. So I could move this now. Oh, 2 more turns until I can move that. That's a little bit inconvenient. But at least we have now the room for it. And in Moscow, I'm going to want the amphitheater. I don't think it's worth it to build it though, so we'll spend our time doing something else. Desert tiles. I don't have any desert tiles. Could use the +3 culture. Royal court. Could use a market for the +3 gold. I mean, it wouldn't be terrible. We could also pick up a trader. So where was the commercial hub finished actually is the question. Let's have a look here. Was it over here? You don't have a trader, so I will purchase. But you do have a commerce hub, you do. Purchase you a trader, right? You don't have a my routes, so I want to make sure every city has a trader. I'm mostly sending them externally for the gold and other benefits, but it's still worth it. Processing mill in Moscow. Each luxury resource. This is making 10 right now. I want to see. I won't remember though is the problem. I could go for gold here. And gold is really nice. There's a lot of this, you know, that would pay itself off. Maybe not entirely, but it would help. We'll drop a mine here too. So now the city's production is starting to climb. It's gonna need food. Or rather, it's gonna need housing. I'm gonna need to like start throwing in even more builders. I need to grab some of these, just improving mines and stuff. You're starting to run out of good tiles, but you're also capped on housing, so that's not a big deal for you right now. Could build an aqueduct here. Wouldn't be terrible. It's definitely something we can look into doing. How many turns would it take? 5 turns, 6 housing. 6 housing is pretty good. To lose a mine? We'll see. I mean, it does have a food surplus. And I could swap a couple tiles if I were to do it. Yeah, let's go for an aqueduct here. We're kind of far from neighborhoods. I mean, I could work on something else, like I could get a theater square, I could get an industrial zone. Although, I think St. Petersburg is going to be building the industrial zone. I could get a harbor, that would be worth a lot in terms of gold. I could get an entertainment square, or an entertainment complex actually wouldn't be too bad, but I'm building that over there. So maybe less good. What does this city need? It has decent production. It could use a bit of science. I mean, I could stick down a decent campus somewhere. There's not really very good places for it. Industrial zone? This would be a really, really good industrial zone just as a thing. We'll stick an industrial zone there because it'll get like 5 adjacency bonuses. We'll jam a slot of builder work time into there. We want to explore Spain's territory so that we can trade with them. You go hide in that city. Go hide in that city. Go hang out in Smolensk. I want to get that deer online. I think that also benefits from the... this has actually 3 really good tiles potentially if I get my stuff in order. Is my musician. He will be in 2 turns I can move that, right? Yeah, 2 turns I can move that. That'll be very good for me. Oh, I can even pump into the aqueduct. That's really good. Johann Wolfgang. Skip your turn. It shouldn't be too long until we can... Maybe 3 turns until we can start slotting those in. Your embassy is a welcome addition. Can I establish embassies? No. Can I? I might not be able to establish embassies yet. Not quite at that level. But these guys, they're not too unhappy with me. Like, Pericles is reasonably happy with me. We have different governments, so John Curtin's less impressed with me. I think it would be a good idea to build another builder here. In fact, I think every city's going to more or less be building an extra builder. Oh my god. I can't actually get off this. How did I get onto it if I can't get off it? What? Oh no. I may have made a huge mistake. And drop a farm triangle. Now these are good. These are great little tiles now for growth. So we're not too far away from being able to do things with you. So what is the theming bonus of the art museum? It is objects of the same type from different artists. Okay, so we need to pick up more artists. I think it's reasonable to stick a builder charge into that. How about Seville? I would really like to get to Madrid, actually. So how about you just wait a turn? We managed to reduce that. I could purchase here at some point. I could also purchase a library. Libraries are very cheap, actually, in terms of the faith cost. Garden, that would be good for culture. Culture. You were making a market, though. Jump there. Go to alert next turn. I can delete that. That holy site's been built. This is worrying me.
Hey, we just go wherever there's a mixture of money and trouble.
Caravel's arriving at my shore. Let's see here. Guildhall. I would like to pick this up for the Caravel and the embarked ocean tiles and +1 movement for embarked units. Let's see. I would like to see what I can do about catching up with John Curtin. Let's see. How about we just kind of think about what we're going to do for a second here, brain. Military Academy, we're not going to be very much making much use of that. We could go for Forbidden Palace. Let's see if we can. Picking up the hospital would actually be really good in every city. Gives housing, food, and science. I could use amenities here. But what I really need are builders. Need to just spam out a few builders from multiple cities. My lands are super underdeveloped. You need food. How do I get you food? I'll purchase you that, because a little bit of faith goes a long way in terms of this game. And then I'll get you a processing mill so that you sort of slowly improve. Now, Solikamsk? I don't... Damn, that's a hard thing to say. I could stick a harbor there. That wouldn't be unreasonable. I could drop an industrial zone. I could drop a lav. I could make this like a really good campus city. And I'm not against that idea. I'll stick a good campus there and I'll drop a observatory there. I'll drop a camp here because that makes this tile like incredible. And then this guy just actually can't move from here, so I have to delete him, unfortunately. Now I should be able to get a trader over here if I can make it work for me. One more turn and then I can purchase the amphitheater in Moscow. Now how close am I to getting a great rider? I am 7 turns away and I'm about to finish a Theatre Square Festival, which should propel me up a little bit. Drop a mine here. Sink a turn into this. Shaving a few turns off production is always nice. Yeah, Madrid. And then get this fish online because it's going to be really good. I would also like to drop a harbor here because the harbor production to sea tiles would be really nice. The question is, where is the commercial hub? And I think it's going to go there. I'll drop a mine here because it just improves that tile to the point where it's workable and stuff. City's going to be okay. It's got a lot of production. Next turn. Unit needs orders. We have this chariot. Let's put him on to alert. I think this was going to be like Campus Holy Site. I don't exactly remember, or else it was going to be Industrial Zone, something else. Amenity thing. And okay, things are going okay for me right now. A little bit worried about Greece having an admiral and units over here. Kind of bothers me. I should be fine though. Okay, I think I can purchase now the amphitheater over here, which should let me actually use up this great rider. We're really close to another great rider though, and another great artist. So it might be worth it to consider purchasing with gold here the art museum. How close am I? I'm gonna need another great rider soon. A great rider slot. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna need another theater district, so I'm gonna have to pick somewhere. And it won't be here because I have already got all the stuff here. What about you in... Yeah, I just need to get, the next time a theater square opportunity opens up, I just have to go for it because I need the room. You could pick up a temple for me in 2 turns. That would be really nice. Like, go temple, cemetery, watermill. Go watermill, temple, cemetery. Pick up that extra faith. A little bit of faith will be good for me in this game. Oh, do you know what else I need to do? I need to enhance my religion too. That's something I haven't been doing. I think grabbing a 1-turn shrine here is okay. I would also like to get the workshop though. That's a bit of a nice thing. You should go skip your turn, but you also need builders. So I'm gonna do like maybe builder, workshop, builder. I just want to like have builders spread out across the land, improving tiles, all that good stuff. Get this one online too. You should sink 1 turn into that because it'll help the city out a little, you know. Drop a mine there. Getting some good exploration off now up here in this sort of southern Mexico area. There's Florida, I think. I know a little, like, I'm not the best person at geography, but I know enough to get me by. I could name probably most countries in the world on the map. I would miss a lot of them, but I would say I would fill like somewhere in the region of like 70 to 80% of them. I would feel very confident that I could achieve that. Okay, and I could probably tell you something about those countries too. I'm awesome like that. So we have to do what here? So this is St. Petersburg. It just finished a builder. It might even be worth it to get another builder to really just power out those tiles. And similarly, I mean, I could get a processing mill and that wouldn't be bad, but I could also just get more builders because those are really going to be really good for improving my tiles. And similarly here, I think I will actually just hard build the library. A little bit of science would be quite nice. And then, all right, nice. So we have quite a few great works now. How is the actual cultural victory coming? We have no tourists, but I think we have the highest, or at least somewhat the highest culture per turn tourism. John Curtin is beating us very slightly, but we should be able to catch up to him. We'll start improving and cutting. You stay there. And now I should be able to move this great work. Awesome. And now I should be able to create a great work of music. Come on. Let me go there. Let me select this guy and then create the great work of music. Awesome. So we got Rokudan no Shirabe. So what is the next great artist coming up? A landscape. We have some writings coming up. We have a symphony coming up. We're going to get Beethoven potentially. Let's see. You should chop here. A little bit of food and production, and then you should drop a fish farm here. And then you should go over to the sheep. You should drop a mine here. Get those crabs online next turn. And no, don't auto explore. Wait there. Cancel. I want you to explore Spain's land. And I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more episodes of this series, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to directly support my channel, please leave a like on the video. It increases my rank on YouTube, increases my visibility, all that fun stuff. And if you want to give me direct feedback about this video, please leave a comment. Other than that, I want to thank you very much for watching. I love you all very much. I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye bye for now.